Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? You
Hello. Hello. You there?
Yes or no?
Hello. I can hear you. Hello. How you doing?
Great. Fantastic.
Bro, what happened? I was just speaking to some random guy for like 4 seconds. I was like, wait, this isn't Cosmo.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing happened to me. I don't get this app. I still haven't got the hang of it either.
I have no clue. Well, mate, I have 3 pages full of anime.
Great. I have 3 lines.
Oh no. I feel like you know more of these than I do.
Okay.
Properly. Yeah, because what's the anime you're currently watching now?
At the moment, it would be Black Clover and
Black Clover.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Both are very top tier, and I'm very fond of them.
Let me guess. You read the manga first.
No. Okay, for Black
No.
Clover, yeah, I have, but not for Kaisen.
Well, can you explain sort of the art style that occurs in it? Because I haven't watched Black Clover.
In Black Clover?
No, I
Yeah.
haven't watched it.
The in the beginning, not many people liked it because there was this one particular scene where
Okay.
spoilers, by the way.
Oh no.
Are we doing spoilers or are we not doing spoilers? Because I can not.
I mean, this is an episode about anime and art, so I feel like we're inclined to say spoilers ahead for any shows that we may discuss.
Yes, yes, very much. Well, I'll try and avoid them where possible though. But
Yeah.
so Asta, the main character, was fighting this one guy, and he gets a power up. You know, as all anime main protagonists do, they get a power up,
Oh, and
and it was
yep.
just acted really badly.
Oh
And
God.
they kind of went for a Mob Psycho One Punch Man sort of style, where it's just like a
Okay.
mess of physics, but
Yeah.
it didn't really work out very well. Um, But since then, it's gotten 10 times better. The story's progressed, the characters have got more depth.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really recommend it to anyone at all. But like with a lot of good anime, you just kind of need to stick with it and bear with the bad until it gets good.
Okay. Because on my list here, I have One Punch Man in brackets Mob Psycho because
Yeah,
obviously they have very similar art styles because of the web comics and everything
they're
they
very
were part of. And I've just searched up Black Clover now. It gives me very Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins vibe.
it's heavy, Seven Deadly Sin vibe. Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. So yeah, it looks visually interesting. So fair
Yeah, like
enough.
the main character has a really weird design compared to the rest of them. Like
I think that's
his eyes are really
MC, isn't it?
and he's like small and squat and like really buff. So it's a little bit odd, but I relate to him on a fundamental level, so it's cool.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't have Black Clover down because
No,
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it, so I thought I wouldn't put it down.
top tier. I love it.
Fair enough. Well, the anime I'm currently watching, you already know this, Iron Blooded Orphan.
Yes.
Obviously, it's just was it a mech suit Gundam, as
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of
currently
like a
described as.
Gundam remake.
Yeah, and it's visually interesting. It gives me off the Great Pretend vibes on Netflix,
Yeah,
like art
yeah,
style wise. But then I I guess it's to stand out from the other Gundams in there. I guess.
yeah. Most Gundams are kind of like have CGI,
Yeah.
like with like the monsters and the robots and stuff, which I very
hmm
much dislike. But Iron Blooded Orphans is like fully animated by hand and stuff.
Yeah, visually interesting as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So if we're gonna talk about anime, we gotta talk about the big three, right? Clearly,
Big
Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh. Correct?
correct. Well, one of the one generation's big three.
Yeah, yeah. I would say the three I just described, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, is very mainstream, isn't it? It's very mainstream media in the US, in the UK, Europe as well.
Yeah,
But obviously in Japan, the big three being One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, due
I'd
to
say
manga sales.
Pokemon or Pocket Monsters, as like the literal translation or whatever, would
Yeah,
definitely be very influential.
yeah, yeah. I feel like Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and Yu-Gi-Oh is what got people into anime as
Yeah,
people grew up with that as just being a part of their like childhood.
yeah, I agree. I
So
I really had like a TV per se, so I
yeah,
I
Mr. Patrick Star.
I'd always watch like the best scenes from different anime on YouTube, and I
hmm
remember watching Madara,
Yep, yeah.
versus 100, like the army of shinobis or whatever, and that scene is like ingrained into my memory. It's so badass.
Fair enough. I mean, it is a good episode.
You're right there. You're just snickering loud, man.
I'm sticking because it's just like it's the only bit of Pokemon knowledge I actually have, which is kind of
No,
sad.
did you just say Pokemon? I'm talking about fucking Naruto.
Oh, you're talking about Naruto, mate. I thought you was talking about Pokemon. I was just like,
No, I was
wait.
talking about Madara Uchiha versus the rest of the Shinobis.
Oh, oh my fucking god, bro! My brain just shut off for a second. I was like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you go, yeah, Naruto, and I was like, wait, wait,
Yes, I thought you
Pokemon.
said. The only reason I'm forgiving you is because I know that you're way bigger than more of a Naruto fan than I am.
Yeah, yeah. You're a much bigger One Piece fan than I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Loverboy of One Piece. You and Luffy gonna sail the seven seas to find the One Piece. It's the only
Bro,
show of the big three that has not been finished yet.
I still don't believe it will be finished in my lifetime, honestly.
No, probably not, mate. He's never gonna find it. I know he wants to be Pirate King.
My
I
kids
know I
can.
know Zoro believes in him and his cursed swords can like slay whatever he wants. But
Yeah.
mate, he's never gonna find the One Piece. I think what was it? The big three have a very distinct styles within each of them anyway.
Yeah.
Because obviously Bleach is I would say Bleach still like I don't know what to say. It kind of draws back to like the 90s anime art style
Yeah.
compared to like One Piece, which have obviously and Naruto who've modernized it.
Yeah. One Piece in the beginning, had a very unique style, I feel.
Yeah, it
And
had that graininess, didn't it?
with One Piece, every single episode has like a brand new character with a whole arc and a family and a
Yep.
backstory. They go like there are so many characters that you could not like fit them all onto one t-shirt.
Wait. Should we see how many episodes there are of One Piece? Wait, I've
There's over, I know that much.
bruh, here we go. I'm looking at now. How many episodes? Here we go. There is currently over 900 episodes of One Piece.
Damn.
And it started in 1997.
And he still hasn't found the One Piece.
And he still hasn't found the One Piece. He hasn't aged once.
Well, to be fair, he has aged a bit. I'd say.
What? The scar on his chest got a bit smaller. What?
Say again.
Did the scar on his chest get a bit smaller or something? Did it at one point?
Yeah.
It's just grown
I mean,
into his body. Is it
yeah,
just slowly faded away?
I don't know. He feels older. He feels more mature and all this sort of stuff. But visually, I guess you're right. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference.
He has been cursed as Ash Ketchum has in the Pokemon series. He doesn't age. He will never find the. I mean, technically, he has aged because he was you see flashbacks of him as a child
Yeah.
of where
That's
like
know he's aged. It's just a
it's
flashback.
just a flashback. Is how he gets a straw hat. Like,
Oh god.
damn,
When
it's
now that I think about it, Ash from Pokemon doesn't really have any flashbacks of him as a kid, does he?
no, mate. He is a child.
He is just always a forever 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, I just gotta catch them all, mate. But this is the issue. Pokemon just produce new generations, so he's always gonna try and catch them all, but he'll never achieve it. Dude, he is the exact same as Luffy.
Also, are we going to talk about how Ash is like must be an Olympic bodybuilder or something under his t-shirt?
Yeah,
These Pokemon are weighing like 70 to 100 kilograms if they're like below the knee.
yep. And he's just casually just carrying about two of them on his shoulders. He's like, "Yep, this is how I roll."
Gotta respect
Gotta respect the drip, Karen. God. So okay, I have a list of '90s animes here. I
Oh,
think I only have about 4 or 5.
not my speciality, but I'll try.
Well, no, I'm gonna see if because I currently have Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball,
Ah, okay.
One Piece,
Right.
Neo Genesis,
Yes.
and Pokemon. I think the only art style I have maybe two of them. I say One Piece and Pokemon have different art styles compared to the rest.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Ball as well.
Yeah, I
Because
forgot that Dragon Ball have like 18-inch foreheads. I forgot about that in the 80s, in the
and the
90s.
way
Sorry.
they're kind of built like a banana, like their chest, no matter how buff they are, it always seems to be puffed out.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like Sailor Moon goes with the was it definitely like 90s aesthetic of like Trigun
Absolutely. Yeah.
because it has that grainy effect and yet it's very I Sailor is Sailor Moon visually interesting?
I mean, to be fair, I'll please don't like hurt me for this or whatever, but I haven't really watched Sailor Moon. Like I think
How dare no, it's fine.
I think I might have watched highlights and the transformations and stuff, but other than
Yeah,
that, I'm cool about a lot of it.
I mean it is very aesthetically pleasing. I I
Yeah.
I assume because I've only watched I think it's only like the first 2 seasons I think I watched
Yeah.
because then it kind of lost its charm. It became very repetitive. But
Right.
obviously, this is what got a lot of people into anime as well. Is obviously having this different storytelling aspect of it.
Yeah. It probably prepared a lot of people for Japanese culture in general as well. Like magical schoolgirls who are like again, I haven't watched it, so I'm not sure, but either have the power of or are named after different planets and
Yeah,
units.
it's just
So it's just a
yeah.
little bit out.
I feel it was a medium that wasn't because it was an all girls team, wasn't it? It was just
Yeah.
it female empowerment, female characters draws
Mm-hmm.
in a bigger audience. Of course, it does.
Also a bit of LGBTQ. Like one of them is kind of like you can't really tell if she's a boy or a girl, and she's like, well, what does it matter? I can be either or and stuff.
Yeah, but then you relate it to something like Dragon Ball, and then you question how is Dragon Ball like maintained its relevancy compared to Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
Because
Just infinite.
I guess. The thing is that in Dragon Ball, you take 7 episodes for I don't know what a training montage, shall we say?
No, a training montage can take up a season. Just a single flashback takes up 7 episodes.
Indeed, it's oh god, oh, but yeah, it was because they both become very repetitive very early on, but somehow Sailor Moon didn't stick as firmly as Dragon Ball. So
Yeah.
I just thought I'd get your opinion on that.
Well, I mean, for me, when I was younger, I wanted to see people beating up each other and like power ups and blood and all this sort of stuff. So I mean, like Dragon Ball isn't especially gruesome, but it is quite gritty at times.
Yeah,
Like when Goku gets his tail ripped off, or someone's so and so's son dies, and
yeah,
people
and
splattered into the atmosphere and stuff.
yeah,
Even if
I get.
and you don't see it, it's still kind of happening. Whereas in Sailor Moon, I think I don't want to say it's more girly because honestly, who cares? But it is a bit more calmer, I feel.
Yeah, the, obviously with Sailor Moon, it is. Is it targeted at the wrong demographic of anime? Would you say?
Did you say wrong demographic?
Yeah, the wrong demographic because it's designed to be this girly aesthetic, yet it's like badass bitches saving the planet.
Right.
So
Okay.
obviously in the 90s, makeup and hair and shoes and everything was such a big part of culture. They saw
Yeah.
this and be like, oh, an anime for girls, and then they figure out it's just as I wouldn't say just as, but it's getting to a similar level as Dragon Ball with the
Yeah.
action, the mayhem and the destruction and everything. And do you think parents in the 90s might have switched it off because of don't want to damage the reputation of female fragility? I don't
Well,
know.
I know here in England, um, if a girl was watching it, whatever, they probably wouldn't pay much attention to it, like it's just a TV show. But
Yeah,
because like, not sure how different it was in Japan. I mean, back then they probably, yeah, I'm not quite
yeah.
sure.
Well, I
But
might have to read more into that.
yeah, don't have enough information on that one. I don't think. Don't want to make assumptions and stuff.
No, definitely not. Where do you watch your anime?
Um, that's a difficult question.
Because I have two lists here of Crunchyroll and Netflix original animes
Yeah,
that
I do mainly pirate my anime because
no.
I'm not supporting the creators or companies or whatever, but um,
It's
yeah,
yeah, it's a lot cheaper. I'm not gonna lie.
sometimes I do watch on Crunchyroll, even with
Yeah,
the app or whatever. But it's sometimes they don't have the stuff I'm looking for. Like
yeah, I get that.
to find what I'm looking for on the proper sites made for anime. So the main one I
Yeah.
use is like GoGo Anime, which is kind of
Hmm.
like it has everything in it, but it is like pirated stuff.
Are you sad to see Kiss Anime go?
Yes, I was so sad to see it go. God. Like
TikTok ruined that.
yeah, I watched stuff on there for years, and then it like
Yeah.
disappeared, and I was like, "What? How am I gonna watch my anime now?" And to be honest, it dipped for me after that. Like I didn't watch as much anime by far after it disappeared because I just couldn't be asked to find another place to pirate it and illegally watch it.
But okay, so I'm gonna shout out some Crunchyroll originals. Ready?
Cool.
The God of High School.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what's your opinion on that?
Well, it is God of High School is originally a Korean manhwa. Like it's kind of like manga, but just for Korea.
Yeah.
Um, and I read this manhwa like a good couple years before I heard the anime was going to be released. And the anime itself is very fast paced,
Yeah.
and it's hard to follow with, and you can't interact with the characters as much. And
Hmm.
it's cool, kind of flashy, but at the same time, it's all over the place. And I
Yeah.
believe that is copying a manhwa. Like the first episode covered like 10 episodes of the manhwa.
Yeah.
So
I
I
was
was
just like,
that.
because I haven't read the manhwa anyway, but I did watch The God of High School, and I found that it was just quite. It was different compared to every other anime I watched, due to obviously its fast paced nature, and you don't really understand the like characters that well.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah, you
very
don't.
well established, unlike One Piece. If
Yeah,
you've watched over 900 episodes,
I don't know what
if
you.
you watch if you watch the first episode, you get introduced to about 80 characters. Watch the 900th one, and somehow you don't know anyone on screen. You're like,
Yeah,
wait, who's this? But yeah,
yeah.
but Tower of Gods is another one created by Crunchyroll,
Mhm.
and
Again,
this one got a lot popular because of one specific scene. It's it's this. I think it's the scene where he reaches the top of the tower and the girl pushes him off. It was. I don't know why it became so popular. I think TikTok had a very big influence on it. But
of course,
wherever I went, I saw this scene, and it kind of ruined it for me because I already knew what was going to happen. So I watched it, and I was just like, "Oh, who saw that coming?"
yeah.
I'm, but yeah, I was just.
Well, I
It's
must
an
say,
interesting one.
for Tower of God, there's a lot of like God in these like Korean stuff, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like
I think it's the God complex of Korea.
Tower of God is another Korean manhwa or whatever. It's another Korean comic, and I think a much better. It did a lot better than God of High School of reflecting the comic, the manhwa, and
Yeah.
translating animation. I think it did a much better job of that.
And I feel like even though the God of High School is visually interesting with the fight scenes and everything,
Mm.
Tower of Gods has a much stronger storyline, and I feel like it's one
Yeah.
of Crunchyroll's strongest originals.
At the moment, it is still character building and like world
Yeah,
building stuff. It's not long after where the anime is finished that we start looking at power ups and how these characters get stronger and stuff and start climbing the tower.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go over to Netflix now because I feel like Netflix has more. I wouldn't say more recognizable animes.
Yeah, it's more accessible to the Western world for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I feel like I have about 10 down. So I
Yeah,
got Dragon Pilot, which is what
that's
I'm also watching currently.
that's very wholesome. I like Dragon Pilot.
It's a very cutesy art style. It gives
Yeah,
me Spirited Away vibes.
it reminds me of I forget what it's called, but the anime about the witches and
Okay.
like the
Oh.
it came
I
up like a while ago. Now I
yeah.
forget.
It slipped my tongue.
Uh,
Mm.
if you
Okay.
carry on, look it up.
Okay. So we also have Kengan Ashura, Ashura.
Uh,
I feel like you gave me this one to watch.
if
It's
describe. Oh,
it's like Baki, but it's obviously the Netflix one.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's the
Interesting
fighting
stuff.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I compare it to Baki a lot because I watched Baki first. So I don't know which
yeah.
one came out first.
Well, I think Baki Grappler came out first, and then it's the Kengan matches or whatever
Yeah.
came out afterwards, kind of like inspired by it.
Hmm.
Uh, can't confirm that. I'm just guessing. I don't want to
Yeah.
give out
Don't want to assume.
information.
Don't want to
By
upset,
the way,
Netflix.
It's Little Witch Academia. It's still on Netflix
Oh
actually.
my, oh my God, it is. I was scrolling through Netflix. And I was just like, oh, I'll just have a look at their originals, and I scrolled past it. I was like, oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah,
You know.
I kind of I wanted to dodge it at first because it looked a little bit too cutesy for me, but it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. We got The Great Pretend, which is a show
Yeah,
I personally enjoy. Con men, you know.
very good.
I very twists and turns, left, right, and center. Really good animation.
Deceiving.
Yeah, it's a very stick out art style, isn't it? It's not. I it. I I
I'd
say
say
it's
it's a
a,
between like the Western kind of animation for like
yeah,
a Zeus, like that
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
animation, and then it's
I
in between that normal anime style.
hmm yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Seven Deadly Sins is another Netflix original anime.
A classic.
I yeah, I feel like the storyline of Seven Deadly Sins got better over time,
Yeah,
which I feel like is a common trend of anime.
yeah. It started answering a couple questions like where the hell is Meliodas from, and like what's his
Yeah,
story and stuff.
yeah. Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, I love Devilman Crybaby.
It's
It's
such
so
a good anime. Oof.
it's so it's so gruesome and guttural though, and like it's proper gore.
It's amazing, is what it is. That's the best way to describe it. I don't
It's
want to put it into my own words. Go and watch it if you haven't watched it, please. To
yeah, for
whomever
sure.
is listening.
As long as you're like 18 plus though, because there's a lot of sex, a lot of drugs, and a lot of violence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But not
um,
necessarily sex, nakedness.
yeah. um, did you know Beastars is another a Netflix original?
Yes,
Okay, so obviously you recommended me to this,
I did. I did.
and I was slightly concerned because the furry nature behind this. However, I got past the first two episodes,
Did
and I'm
you?
slightly enjoying it. Yes, I'm enjoying it
Yes.
because I've also watched BNA,
Yeah, I do like
which is
BNA
also
actually.
another which is also another Netflix original, and I found that
Oh,
visually
very-
interesting as well. I'm slowly turning into a furry. No,
Oh,
no. So
yeah.
I feel like we could both say Kagagori, one of Netflix original animes, kids gambling at school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like the school's run on gambling, isn't it? Like if
Yeah,
you want to decide anything, you got to gamble it.
you got to gamble on it. I mean, if this was put into the real world scenario, I'm sorry, it would be fucking hilarious.
Well, it'd be hilarious if you didn't lose anything, because if you lose, then
True.
you become a slave effectively, and like anyone
Yeah,
can
a
do.
house pet.
Yeah. Oh God, I
I,
don't even
I
want to
feel
think.
like this boosted TikTok's like ultra ego of just, establishing itself as this is a platform for everybody because of the Baka trend.
Yeah.
And like
Oh yeah.
in my mind, I'm like, okay, I get it that you want to appeal to all audiences, but then you kind of lose. I'm you're gonna lose the respect of hardcore anime fans when everybody starts referencing it and obviously using it without understanding the storyline. I feel this is the same with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
When
When it kind of.
everybody yelled Pickle Rick, Rick and Morty slightly became.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I've
Basically, when
watched.
hold of it.
Yeah, it's when everybody starts screaming out quotes, and suddenly everybody wants a piece, but they don't watch it. I feel like that annoys anime fans.
Like they just want to kind of latch on to the funny bits
Yeah.
without caring about it, sort of thing.
a recent Netflix original that came out, Japan Sinks 2020.
Ooh, I
I
don't
don't
think
know
I've
if
heard of it.
I don't think you've seen this, but mate, it is a spectacle to hold. It is
Yeah.
visually immaculate. It is beautifully animated and stunning backgrounds. Just it's there. It's honestly
So, so what's it about?
Japan has an earthquake and the entire country starts to sink.
Right. Okay.
It suddenly becomes the
Sounds
flood, and you see the different perspectives of different social classes and different characters.
wow.
I would recommend it. Emotional as fuck. Loved it.
Is this is on Netflix,
Hello.
right?
Yes, it's a
Hello.
Netflix original, so
Hey.
please give it a watch.
Yeah.
I'll give you my Netflix login in a little bit.
It's okay. I've got my own. It's fine.
But talking about visually stunning animes,
Mm,
I'm gonna list off three
yes.
just to slap them in your face, and they are Your Name, Weathering with You, and Garden of Words.
I knew you were going to say Garden of Words.
Because these three are I don't uh these three are produced by the same director, and
oh.
supposedly they're all based in the same universe, but they're just
Oh, really?
characters.
Oh.
Yeah, but obviously you see characters interact, but then you realize they're from Weathering with You, Your Name, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Uh, and the madman behind it, I I don't want to mispronounce this name, so please search up the name of the director of Your Name, Weathering with You, and
What
Garden
is
of
his name?
Words. Ah, but obviously they're visually interesting, like they're beautifully well designed and well articulate animes. They are immaculate in design. They are beautifully executed with backgrounds and just design of characters, and the cities and the world around them feels alive.
Is it Naoko Yamada? Na- Naoko? Naoko? I mean,
Mako Makoto Makoto Shinaka.
Mato Shinka? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think. But he also directed 5 centimeters per second and Children Who Chase Lost Voices. And
Everyone first one.
have you not?
No.
Oh, please search up 5 centimeters per second anime and look at the art style.
Say it again. Sorry, you cut out.
5 centimeters per second.
Okay.
And obviously put anime because you might just get some physics equation.
Damn, that'd be a real shame, wouldn't it?
Just
Anime. You have to give me my Wi-Fi is a little slow. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay.
can it is stunning.
Crazy sunsets. What the hell?
Yeah, it is. It is
Real
beautiful.
world.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm blown away. I love it. Oh
It's a lot of like light through leaves and from
yeah.
underwater. It's all about distorted light.
hmm I feel that's what gives it life. It really sets the mood of the scene.
Yeah, for sure.
And I he this director has this particular style, and it's just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, this is like it's the kind of animation like those like those tweets or whatever where it's like anime food is better than real life food, and then
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
those
yeah,
clips, really fresh looking vegetables and stuff like this. It's that kind of art style.
yeah. It is.
It's That's what it reminds me
It's realistic, but also in the realm of anime, it is beautiful.
of. Mm-hmm.
It's a good story as well. I personally enjoyed it.
Check this out.
So, going back to beautiful animes, I constantly ask you, what is Violet Evergarden like?
Yeah.
Because it pops up on my feed, and I'm tempted to watch it, but I don't want to watch it.
Why didn't you want to watch it?
I don't know, because I figured out, Freddie. I searched it up, and it's by the same director of my favorite anime film movie, A Silent
Then
Voice.
why don't you want to watch it then?
I don't want to cry. Okay, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry watching another sobby anime. Okay, dude, I can't do it. I'm not allowed to. But yeah, so
Well, if you want to know, it is about a girl who it's been a while since I've like watched it or read up on it or whatever, but it's the basics of it is it's about a girl who comes back from some sort of war, and she has like both of her arms blown off or most of her body blown off or something, I can't remember, and she loses her emotion, and she's like a cyborg basically, like she has robot hands and stuff, and it's about her learning feelings again and learning to like and getting over her trauma and her PTSD and stuff.
Okay. I might give it a watch, because I'm looking at the art style now, and it is very different from A Silent Voice, but also very reminiscent of it as well. I don't know what I mean by that.
It's all in the backgrounds, like the amount of detail and great in anime, but I think it's this guy specifically that also focuses just as hard on the backgrounds and the light and the effect of the entire scene rather than the foreground.
Okay, because I'm looking at images of Violet Evergarden's character design, and just the shine of the metallic hands compared to the like natural green of the grass that she's sitting on. It's
like the first time I saw her character, I thought it was another face thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what's her name? The King Arthur. She looks like King Arthur from Fate.
Yeah. I can see what you mean by that, but then obviously watching it, it's very different from that.
Yeah, it's very different.
Okay, so yeah. I'll question, what was the anime that got you into anime?
Oh, for that one, it was Fairy Tail. I'm not sure if you watched that.
Oh snap, boy! Yeah, I have on my notes here. It's Fairy Tail was like the first anime I watched.
Yeah, same.
And I'm pretty sure that consists of like 600 episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
You know they finished it, right? Like they defeated Seraph.
How many episodes is there? Oh my god, wait. No, I don't want Fairy Tail of New York. I don't want that. I'm sorry. Here we go. How many episodes? Shall we have a look? How many? There are 328 episodes, not 600.
No.
I am wrong.
There's more than that, isn't there? There's way more.
The show currently has 9 seasons and a total of 328 episodes.
Really? That's it? It feels like way more than that.
I thought it was much longer than that.
I know there's like 9 seasons roughly, but I thought it was more episodes than that.
Yeah. But I feel like Fairy Tail brought in a lot of genres of anime.
Yeah, it did.
And kind of amalgamated it into, this is their superpower. This is what they do.
A lot of fan service for sure.
Definitely a lot of fan service, because I I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Full Metal Alchemist and Pokemon
Hmm.
and like Naruto and everything had somewhat of a big impact and inspiration towards this
Yeah.
because it's a lot of fan service. It's a lot of abilities within one universe, and somehow everybody's uniquely different.
Yeah. And for me, the soundtrack of this was immaculate. The
Yeah,
soundtrack, what made the fight so damn good, and it really shaped like how I listen to music. If I'm honest, like I'm not saying I
yeah,
have good taste in music. It's like a violin sort of orchestral like rock sort of thing.
yeah.
It's like Irish rock. It's
Irish
awesome.
rock. Irish rock is the best way to
If you
describe it.
if you want to listen to some Irish rock, I recommend Dropkick Murphy because it sounds a lot like the soundtrack from Fairy Tale.
Very nice, very nice. So obviously, Fairy Tale pioneered your love of anime.
Absolutely.
What has been the worst anime you've watched?
Oh fuck. The worst anime.
Yeah,
Hmm. I'm not actually sure because in the beginning I was definitely I was watching a lot of those like 12 episode animes
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay,
Um, now not so much. Like now I know what I'm looking for, so I can kind of find it. But the worst anime I ever watched, I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've watched a bad anime. If I'm honest.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Ready?
so I
Mine.
can't. Good. I love
My
it.
worst anime I saw season 2 of Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, yeah, that's acceptable.
I I watched season 1. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is
This
great.
is
I
so
wonder what they're gonna do. Season 2. I was like, what happened? Wait, go back,
what
go
is the
back, go back, go back. What happened?
is,
And
isn't
I
there
was watching it. I was just like, oh my god, it's so shit.
isn't there a season 3 as well?
I is there? I this is
I
the
think
issue.
so. It's
Uh,
like there's something where he like joins the police force, like fights.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
he does that in season 2, but there's no
that season.
explanation.
Yeah, I never watched it, so I'm kind of just piecing together clips I've seen.
Nah, here we go. Tokyo Ghoul is an anime television series aired in Tokyo blah, blah, between 2014. Oh, bro, I didn't. uh, oh, yeah. Wait, no. Oh, okay, so it was like a spin off show.
It
Tokyo
was a
Ghoul.
spin-off
Yeah,
season.
it's like the square root of A.
Right. Okay, got
Wait,
it.
wait, wait. Okay, so ready? So we have the square root of A, I think. Yeah. It's it's mad. So they had like a spin-off show called The Square Root. It's like Tokyo Ghoul Square Root A.
What the? Right.
I
Okay.
I I don't know. I mean, the character development was a bit rushed. Season 2 was just rushed. Um but yeah, season 1 was just amazing. I really enjoyed season 1 of it. The art style was just it was
Yeah.
gritty. It was different and gritty, and I personally enjoyed that.
I'm watching the breakdown and the humanity disappear from what's his face? I can't remember his name now. The main character.
Oh, the MC, I think is. Oh god, here we go. MC. I'm gonna put Tokyo Ghoul MC and see what comes up.
But
Mods.
anyway, yeah,
Tokyo Ghoul
watching.
mods for Minecraft.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
messed up. I messed up by putting MC. I got Minecraft. Yes.
Well, watching his humanity just like disappear and like him slowly turn kind of crazy, but still
Yeah.
want like help and save people and stuff was great.
Indeed.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
you know who that reminds me of? Death Note. Light Yagami.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the Netflix movie. I see you, viewer. I see you. smiling, thinking that we're gonna praise it. It's not. It's terrible. The only good thing in it, Will Ferrell. Screw you. Should we just? I'm just gonna search up Death Note on my laptop now and see what comes up first. I hope it's the anime, and it's the anime. Thank fuck.
I wonder what else would be called Death Note though.
I mean, I was just scared the movie would come up and I'd cry.
Yeah.
But wait, yeah, Will Ferrell. That's not. It's William Dafoe as Raikou. Is amazing. I want him to be the Joker. It's just a shame that he's not. But you know what? He was amazing.
He was very good. Yeah.
He just brought that creepiness and that just eccentricness of the Green Goblin from the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans into this character, and it was amazing. I'm happy to see him as the villain. He's great.
Are we talking about the movie or the anime right now?
I'm talking about the movie, but the anime is
Oh,
1,000 times better. Please don't watch the movie. Go and watch the anime. Have you watched it?
I haven't watched the movie.
Okay,
yeah,
don't watch the movie. Who's your favorite character in Death Note?
Ryuk is his name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ryuk the demon, right?
Yeah. Oh. So my favorite character was Nier.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I say that to people, and they're like, "Who?" And I'm like, "You watched the movie, didn't you?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god." So for those who haven't watched the anime, Nier is the second detective. He is the predecessor to L. Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And people didn't like him because his childlike behavior of why he played with puppets. But you know what? He's weird and whack as fuck, but he's a good character.
He's basically white L.
yeah, he's just white-haired L.
White-haired L.
I'm gonna have a look. Ready? This is the description on the wiki fandom of Death Note. Nier is a young man with grey eyes and white shaggy hair, which he often plays with. He only seems wearing white long sleeve pajama tops and white pajama pants. In the anime, Nier's pants are light blue. In the Death Note one-shot special, which takes place 3 years after the end of Kira's case, Nier is shown to have sharp bags under his eyes.
Well, then.
I was hoping for a description of what he does in the anime. Yeah.
Oh well.
So he's just a weird child who became a detective because he was inspired by a TV screen with an L. I mean, imagine being so young and being told that there's this amazing detective and all you saw was the letter L on the screen.
Inspiring, I'm pretty sure. That's like
damn.
Inspiring.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot that he has his mask. Oh my god. The mask he uses is weird. It's
it's a what do you call it, mask? It's it's like kind of mask, I think. I forget what it's called. Anyway, whatever it is, it's supposed to be like the drunk man mask or something. It's supposed to help you or it's like supposed to bring you good fortune or something.
Yeah. I feel like Japan has a lot of symbols for good luck and obviously good fortune for people.
Yeah.
Is that due to their culture just being like so, was it spiritually? No, it's like superstitious, aren't they?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And because they were isolated, they definitely believed in that stuff for a lot longer than the rest of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
and very like traditionalized and like, oh, what they said goes sort of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's all the on obviously Studio Ghibli is another one I've written about.
Haha. We haven't even talked about
But
Studio Ghibli yet.
I feel like that needs its separate episode
Yeah, I also feel that way, to be honest.
because there's so many Studio Ghibli movies that we need to talk about. And you know
So
what?
much stuff and influenced the world of anime and stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like Studio Ghibli has like various amount of art styles and storytelling aspects that you can't fit into this one episode.
Yeah.
So to the one viewer possibly watching, thank you for watching the Who Are You podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Adios.
Ça bien, merci beaucoup.
What he said, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Speak to you guys later.